Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Churchill Downs here on Friday. It is November the 24th, 2017. Going to look at the stakes races on today's program from Churchill, races 9, 10, and 11. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. So let's get on to it. Races 9, 10, and 11 from Churchill. The stakes races. The ninth race, it's the 27th running of the Mrs. Revere Grade 2 purse $200,000. It's for fillies 3-year-olds here. Field of 11 3-year-old fillies going the distance of ground of 1,700 meters or a mile and 1/16th on the turf course. 1,700 meters, mile 16th. Top pick in this race, I like the number 3 horse, number 3, West Tit. I'm going to go 3894 in the superfecta, 3894 super. Top pick, number 3, West Tit. 10 to 1. John Blasquez is on this Grand Motion train, 3-0 filly by Tappet. First time Lasix, and second start to stateside. Most recently, first start to stateside, October 28th at Belmont, mile 16th in Grade 3 Athenia. A lot of French horses tackle that race, and a lot of them fail. This horse failed that day, finished 7 by 3.5 lengths, and just never showed up. Was way out of it. It just wasn't his day to win. Looking at the running lines in France, this horse is a closer. I think on this turf course you could close a lot better than the Widener at Belmont. So I just think this horse will run a little bit better here today, especially second start stateside, and especially with Lasix also. But before that, on September 25th at Maison Lafitte, 1 mile in the Prix Herberger, just basic allowance race. This horse finished second by 7 lengths that day. Again, closed up well for second, was near the back of the pack most of the race, but again, it wasn't a half bad run. And then at Deauville on the 4th of August, 7.5 runs and just a basic allowance race. Horse finished second by 2 lengths. Again, was way out of it early, but was closing up well. You could throw out that race before in a listed stakes at Maison Lafitte on very wet ground. This horse, looking at her running styles, he does not like wet ground. This horse is a firm ground specialist. If it's soft tomorrow, throw this horse out, I'm telling you. But, her last win, you have to go back to the 24th of September at Chantilly on the all-weather. 1,200 meters, 1,300 meters, or 6.5 furlongs, just basic main race. Horse won by 1.5 lengths. This horse wanted to go that day. This horse, Maxime Guillaume, who rode this horse go to lead, and then just took off clear in the final 16th. An all-around great race. I think with a good pace in front of this horse, I think this horse can close up well, and I think she'll run a big one. So she'll be my top pick in the spot. So to recap my best for the ninth from Churchill. It's 27th running of the Grade 2 Mrs. Revere. Gonna go with the 3-horse West Tit. I'm gonna go 3894 in the superfecta. To race number 10 now from Churchill. The 10th race, it's the 13th running of the Dream Supreme Stakes, purse $80,000. It's for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. Field of 10 horses going distance of ground of 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs on the main track. 6 furlongs, 1,200 meters. Top pick in this race, I like the number 1 horse here. Number 1, Southern Ring. Gonna go 1863 in the superfecta. 1863 super. Top pick number 1, Southern Ring. 8-1. Julien Lapo is on this 5-year-old mare by Spicetown. Most recently, this horse had a start to 28th of October at Woodbine. 6 furlongs in the Ontario Fashion Stakes. This horse finished 4th by 2 lengths. Broke horribly that day. In the field 7, this horse broke 7th, but got to the lead, and then kind of dueled early on, was wide, and then just weakened out of it. A very weird race. It just wasn't his day to win. I think stepping on dirt today, where this horse has run once, should do a lot better for this horse. The only dirt start this horse had came on the 18th of February at Tampa, mile 16th in the Minaret. 6 furlongs in the Minaret. This horse finished 3rd by 4.5 lengths. Sat 3rd most of the race. Couldn't catch the winner, but it wasn't a half bad start off the layoff, especially first start on the turf, on the dirt, excuse me. After that, this horse won the Whimsical at Woodbine very nicely. Finished 7th in the Zadarkrata and finished 6th in the Royal North. Those all tough races. I don't think this race is nearly as tough. This horse has the option of she could set the pace or she could just track the leaders. I think in this spot she'll track the leaders, and I think she'll run a big one, so she'll be my top pick in this spot. So to recap my bets for the 10th from Churchill, it's the 13th Dream Supreme. I'm going to go with the 1 horse Southern Ring. Gonna go 1-8-6-3 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to the featured 11th race from Churchill. The 11th race, it's the 143rd running of the Clark Handicap, presented by Norton Healthcare. Grade 1 purse $500,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 9 horses going the distance of ground of a mile and an eighth or 1,800 meters on the Churchill main track. Mile and an eighth, 1,800 meters. And this has always been a favorite race of mine. You always see horses come out of the Breeders' Cup to run in this race. You see some horses bypass Breeders' Cup to run here. Like I said, it's always been a great race. My top pick in this year's running, I'm going to use the favorite, number 1, Opportunity, or actually second choice. I keep forgetting about Diversify, who I think is a very beatable favorite on this spot on the card, but I think Opportunity with a good pace in front of him should run a big one. So I'm going to go 1-3-9-6 in the superfecta. 1-3-9-6 super. Top pick number 1, Opportunity. 3-1. Florent Giroux won this race last year with Gun Runner to begin a great span of races. He's on this horse again. This horse Opportunity today, and he should run well, but most recently this horse ran the Comet to the top at San Anita, 1 mile, October the 28th. This horse finished second by 4 1/4 lengths off the layoff. Just couldn't catch the one runner in front of him, but it wasn't a half bad run. If this horse saves a little bit of ground that day, I think he could have gotten maybe a little bit close to the horse in front of him. But again, off the layoff wasn't a half bad run. Before then, the Dubai World Cup at Maidan, a muddy going a mile and a quarter, March 25th. Horse finished 6 by 10 1/4 lengths. Just didn't show up. Was mid-packed most of the race, and it just wasn't his day to win. And then the San Antonio at Santa Anita, mile 16th, February the 4th. Horse won by a length. Was the best horse that day. Sat back early, basically last most of the race. Got the lead and took off clear. Very nice closing victory. Ran in this race last year, finished 4th by 7 lengths. Gun Runner was on lead all through and just had a very easy victory. This horse was just a little bit wide and just couldn't catch him. And then finished 4th in last year's Breeders' Cup Classic at Santa Anita, closing up a tiny bit at the end. But before that, won the Jockey Club at Belmont very nicely. 4th in the Pacific Classic, 4th in the Gold Cup at Santa Anita, and then finished 3rd last year in the 2016 edition of the Dubai World Cup. 3rd by 4 lengths. Didn't break that well, but was closing up well at the end on a race course that wasn't playing to closers that night. It wasn't a half bad run. I think this horse should run a big one. Finished 2nd in this race in 2015. Watch out for this horse. So to recap my bets for the 11th from Churchill, it's the grade 1, 143rd running of the Clark Handicap. Gonna go with the 1 horse Opportunity. Gonna go 1-3-9-6 in the superfecta. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.